In our previous videos, we explored the beauty revealed by Chinese Song Dynasty porcelain, a beauty of purity, restraint, and quiet clarity. If Song porcelain in China seeks truth beyond time, Zen crossed the sea to Japan and found truth within time itself. In Japan, imperfection became a way of seeing, and a single bowl became a quiet form of prayer. In the stillness of Zen, a quiet but profound aesthetic arises, Wabi-sabi, the art of imperfection, impermanence, and the essential. Part 1. Wabi-cha, Serenity in Simplicity. To understand Wabi, we can look to the Japanese expression wabi-suki, a refined yet humble style of tea practice, and the lifestyle of those who pursue it. As recorded in the Yamanoi Soji memoirs, a true Wabi tea person seeks not material beauty, but the unity of awareness, discipline, and craftsmanship. By the time of tea master Sotan, son of Sen no Rikyu, Wabi came to represent a state of having nothing, not emptiness in a negative sense, but a spiritual clarity born of simplicity and restraint. In the Taisho and Showa eras, Wabi extended to the appreciation of rustic objects, especially Korean tea bowls and hand-thrown local pottery. Thinkers like Yanagi Soetsu and Hisamatsu Shinichi helped elevate Wabi to a cornerstone of Japanese aesthetics. But this beauty isn't just plain. Wabi is the beauty that comes after we abandon conventional notions of beauty. Rooted in Zen, especially the idea that, originally, there is not a single thing, Wabi seeks form by shedding form. From the aesthetic of nothingness comes infinite creative possibility. Part 2. Sabi-ji, the glow of time. Sabi, written in older Japanese also as rust, ihir-chang, originally meant aged or weathered. It traces back to Chinese characters, but in Japan, especially through the poetry of Matsuo Basho and the subtlety of No theater, it gained a unique aesthetic depth. Sabi sees beauty not in perfection, but in imperfection, in what is worn, faded, cracked, the signs of time's gentle touch. It is the kind of beauty that dwells in silence, humility, and solitude. Not flawless brilliance, but quiet dignity. Not everlasting youth, but graceful aging. It's the glow of a weathered wooden pillar, the stillness of a moss-covered stone, the quiet poetry of decay. Part 3. Wabi-sabi, beauty and imperfection, stillness and form. Together, Wabi and Sabi describe a worldview, a love of what is incomplete, impermanent, and imperfect. It mirrors Buddhist wisdom, the ineffable, the inexpressible, a beauty that must be felt, not explained. Wabi speaks through minimalism and quiet austerity. Sabi shines through age, impermanence, and subtle charm. The Japanese tea ceremony embodies this spirit. Originally spread by Zen monks in the 14th century, it began as a luxurious practice among nobles, with ornate Chinese teaware and refined architecture. But in the 16th century, tea master Sen no Rikyu redefined it all. He introduced rough, handmade local pottery and small rustic tea huts, transforming tea into a deeply spiritual ritual. This was the birth of Wabi-cha, an art that used the humblest of means to express the most profound of truths. Through doing less, it achieved more. Through not striving, it reached peace. Part 4. Modern Echo, Essence Without Losing Poetry. As artist Leonard Cohen wrote in Wabi-sabi, for artists, designers, poets, and philosophers, pare down to the essence, but don't remove the poetry. This is the heart of Wabi-sabi. Don't chase beauty in noise, seek it in silence. Don't build perfection, find meaning in what's missing. Imperfect? Yes, but deeply authentic. Simple? Yes, but full of resonance. In what's worn, we find memory. In silence, we hear the world. And in what is not, we discover all that truly is. Wabi-sabi is not just a style, it's a way of being. When we learn to love the crack in a bowl, the asymmetry of a branch, the faded hue of time, we begin to see with Zen eyes. And then, in the beauty of imperfection, we begin to perfect the art of living. Let's explore a vivid example of Neo-Zen and the aesthetics of Zen beauty. This is the Hiragumo bowl, a designated national treasure of Japan, widely regarded as one of the most famous examples of kintsugi, or the beauty of the broken. Its glaze is pure and delicate, with a soft, jade-like luster, crystalline and serene. Crafted during the Southern Song dynasty, it represents the pinnacle of Longquan Celadon artistry. But what makes it truly unique is its imperfection. A visible crack runs across the base, mended with traditional metal staples. Far from diminishing its beauty, these marks elevate it, offering a profound expression of the beauty of imperfection. Its story is as legendary as its form. Historical records show that during the Southern Song period, a Zen master named Fojao in Hangzhou gifted this Celadon bowl to Japanese General Taira no Shigemori. The bowl passed through the hands of several noble families in Japan. By the time it reached Ashikaga Yoshimasa, the 8th shogun of the Muromachi shogunate in the Ming Dynasty era, it had already cracked. But rather than discard it, Yoshimasa sought out skilled artisans to repair it. When the work was done, he marveled. Even with its cracks, it is still beautiful. This bowl, like the spirit of Zen, teaches us, true beauty is not in flawlessness, but in the quiet grace of what has endured. After introducing Neo-Zen and Wabi-sabi aesthetics, let us now put these Zen aesthetics into practice through the Japanese way of tea, Chadao, Sado, and a Zen-inspired poem. Gari Hiro's poem, Observing Wabi Tea. Pine winds and flowing springs within a bowl, jade brew in Celadon, green shades softly roll. One taste of truth outlasts 100 cares. A Zen mind sees even in craft a fairy soul. Song feng shui sheng yi wan zhong, yu ye qing si ying cong long, zhen qing yi wei bai ban shi, shan xin yi kan peng lai gong. Interpretation. First line, pine winds and flowing springs within a bowl. With this single line, we are transported into the tranquil world of wabi-cha, the Zen-inspired way of tea. The sound of hot water poured into a teacup resembles pine winds rustling or a mountain spring murmuring. That subtle sound evokes nature's presence in simplicity. Within a bowl suggests that the universe's breath, wind, water, stillness can be cradled in the quiet of a single tea bowl. A small vessel, yet vast in meditative depth. Second line, jade brew in Celadon, green shades softly roll. Jade brew describes the glowing clarity of the tea itself, luminous and precious. Celadon refers to the soft, bluish-green glaze of fine pottery, possibly a tenmoku or yohen bowl, each a masterpiece of rustic elegance. The green shades softly roll as light and liquid move, where taste, sight, and spirit become one harmonious experience, uniting the senses in a moment of quiet poetry. Third line, one taste of truth outlasts 100 cares. This echoes the principle of ichimi, the one taste representing truth, sincerity, and presence. In this brief moment of drinking tea, life's myriad worries melt into a single clarity. The simplicity is not empty, it is deep, heartfelt. This line holds the essence of wabi-sabi, the profound, unpretentious beauty found in modest things, in the fleeting moment that contains eternity. Fourth line, a Zen mind sees even in craft a fairy soul. The Zen-trained eye recognizes sacredness in the mundane. Here, fairy soul is a poetic metaphor, perhaps evoking Penglai, the mythical island of beauty and perfection. But this island is not far away. It exists in the artisan's hand, in the tea bowl's glaze, in the quiet ritual of preparation. Two interpretations arise. Interpretation 1, craftsmanship as the way. The fairy soul, Penglai, reflects Japan's artisanal spirit, where tea, ceramics, architecture, and design express Zen and wabi-sabi through refined simplicity. A Zen mind finds spiritual truth in the detail of craftsmanship, art as the path. Interpretation 2, aesthetic ideal. Fairy soul, Penglai, may also represent a transcendent beauty, an ideal aesthetic realm shaped by wisdom and wonder. In this reading, Penglai becomes not just Japan, but any space where art, soul, and the sublime quietly converge. Stylistic appreciation, structure, 4 perfectly balanced lines, each rich with imagery and emotion, flowing with natural rhythm. Aesthetics, captures the wabi-sabi essence, richness in simplicity, depth in the unadorned. Zen spirit, the poem breathes Zen without ever naming it. Ordinary moments become gateways to insight. This is truly Zen in daily life, written by someone who has touched the heart of the way. Feeling sleepy? That's perfectly Zen. After all, Zen says, when tired, sleep. When hungry, eat. So tuck in, recharge, and may your dreams be filled with bliss, insight, and maybe a wise AI or two. May the Neo-Zen force be with you.